I've never seen a take so asinine and brain dead as this take right here. What Emmanuel has coming out of his mouth is so dumb. Like, I saw this clip on Instagram. I saw a clip of him talking about why Giannis cannot be the face of the NBA, and I saw that on Instagram. I did not see the entirety of the video, and I don't even know if I can get through the entirety of the video, but we have to look at this. This is such a dumb take. It's so stupid. I did not know so many media members, so many NBA players hated Giannis like this. I don't get it. I've never seen a player win a championship and all the media has to talk about is negativity. I've never seen it. Ever. Just look at this, bro. And I sped it up just a little bit so we're not stuck on this dumb take too long.
So is I would love for my dog Giannis, that face, to be the face of the NBA. No, not possible for him to be the face of the NBA. Yeah, it's not possible, Selin. Why is it not possible? You can't be the face of the NBA if they can't pronounce your last name.
What? You can't be the face of the NBA if they can't pronounce your last name? What? I'm sorry, but that sounds a little racist, okay? I'm just gonna say it straight up. That sounds just dumb, okay? That just sounds, that's just racial bias. Like, that doesn't make, I don't get it. I don't understand that take. What are you talking about? You can't pronounce his last name, so he can't be the face of the NBA? What are you talking about? Like, just say it. Just say he can't be the face of the NBA because he's not American? I don't know. Look, I'm looking at these two guys. They're media heads, okay? They're in the media. You are in the media. You're literally in the media. Tell us how to pronounce his name. You become the face of the NBA when people like you put these players in front of our faces and say that this is the face of the NBA. These people have so much power in deciding who's the face of the NBA, okay? LeBron James was literally the face of the NBA maybe before he was even in the NBA. People were crazy about LeBron James more than Kobe Bryant, who had already accomplished things. So don't give me this. This is ridiculous. This is a ridiculous take.
Ooh, let's call the spade a spade, y'all. We finna go places on this show. We about to go nuance. Stephen A showing up?
Nuance. We're about to go nuance, guys.
Sound a little Stephen A-ish. I'm able to bob and weave because here's what I said.
Stephen A, yes, this is a very Stephen A take.
They can't pronounce your last name. It's not that you are incapable of doing things. It is that they are incapable of doing it. Whoever the they is, you figure it out for yourself.
Who is the they? Who's the they? They can't pronounce. Who's the they? I'm sorry. I thought the NBA was an international fan base. I thought we had an international fan base. I thought people around the entire world love the NBA. I'm sorry. I thought Manu Ginobili was like the king of Argentina. Do people in Argentina just not watch basketball? Like, do people on the continent of Africa just not watch basketball? Like, do people in Brazil just not watch? Like, what are you talking about? What he's trying to say is the United States. That's what he's saying. Born Americans can't pronounce his name. So what? I want to learn his name because he's so good. That makes him even more intriguing. Jesus, dude.
Cannot be the face of the league if you cannot be related to. There's so many ways.
He's so relatable. Okay. Let me calm down.
Isn't so many layers, Sal, that we're going to go here. But why can Giannis not be the face of the NBA? Because the face of the NBA must be relatable. LeBron James. We know LeBron James' mama. We know his mama's name. We know his wife. We know kids' names. We know Bronny. We know Bryce. We know Zuri. We know the characters' names from the Space Jam. We know all them cats. Kobe.
What does LeBron's family have to do with LeBron being the face of the NBA? Like, what is that? What? I mean, Giannis puts his partner on all his videos. Like, he shows his kid. Do you just like not pay attention, Emmanuel? Do you just not care because he's not American?
The late, great Kobe Bryant. We knew Kobe Bryant. We knew his upbringing. We knew why he knew so many different languages. We played at Lower Marion High School. We knew his high school jersey number. We knew he repped the 3-3. Knew he was from PA. We knew all.
So, Giannis, I guess, a little mistake. I mean, what do you? He's saying that we don't know Giannis's background. Is that true? Hold on. Is that true? Hold on. Yes. Debunk this right now, like on video. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's just go to Google. Let's say Giannis. Okay. Childhood. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, why don't you look at that? What is this? Let's see. There's there's a little description here on Google on where he came from. 3 years earlier, his parents moved. Okay, so his parents were immigrants. Huh. Oh, there's childhood photos of Giannis. That's him in little. Oh, that's his partner right there. Okay, so we know a little bit of his family. Okay, we see pictures of his family. We saw his mom when he won the championship. Oh, look at this. This is like people also asked, what was Giannis' childhood like? Oh, so we have a whole childhood biography on Google on what Giannis' childhood was like, and you have the audacity to say we don't know anything. Teach us then, you idiot! What kind of dumb take is this? Oh my God!
Oh, yeah. Magic Johnson. We know about Magic Johnson. Know about Michigan State Magic Johnson. Know about the college upbringing. Know about the legacy there. Larry Bird, the face in the 80s as well. Know about the great Larry Bird. We know how Larry Bird went to college, left college, went back.
Larry Bird, yes, he was the face of the NBA, but he shared it with other people, right? I mean, why can't Giannis just share the face of the NBA with other stars? I mean, they're showing these. Well, you can't see it on my end here. Like, they at the bottom of the screen, as you can see here, they got Giannis, LeBron, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry. Or Steph Curry, yeah, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, or whatever. Like, when I think of KD and LeBron, I also think of Giannis. So I don't know. Maybe this is just like anecdotal evidence when I say that, but I don't know.
We know about that. Know about the upbringing. We've seen the documentaries. Michael Jordan. Stop playing. We know about Mike. We know everything there is to know about Mike. We know
Stop
about
playing.
We know about all that. We also
Okay, Michael Jordan. All right. Oh, okay. He's talking about relatability. Okay. First off, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't relate to LeBron James as much as I relate to Giannis. Giannis' story is very universal. LeBron James was a star in high school. Like, people were talking about, I remember being in elementary school and people were talking about how great LeBron was, and he didn't even step in the NBA. Like, people were saying, the next Michael Jordan, the next greatest. Like, he had that title before he even made it to the NBA. He was a star. People don't touch these people when they're in high school. Like, even though LeBron grew up poor, he was a king in Akron. Like, it's the same thing with DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan, they called him Debo because no one could touch him. No one was supposed to touch him. He was a ball player. Like, what do you...
know about the tragedies that he had to face, that he had to overcome. The tragedy with the
we know the tragedies of Giannis.
We know Giannis' mama name? I do. What's her name? Veronica. Veronica? Yes.
Who cares? Who cares? I bet you LeBron wish we didn't know his mom's name with all the drama that happened when he was younger. Come on, bro. What are you talking about? And there are some reasons why we know LeBron's name or mom's name. But come on, bro.
No, see, that's the problem. You can't relate to something if you trying to help you, Sty. I hate when people say, like, where you from? You say, it's somewhere small. No, I was like, food. No, here is part of the problem, which is why Giannis can't be the face.
This is so dumb.
People always ask me, I got asked this at a wedding, I think 2 weeks ago. Hey, Acho, where you from? I said, Dallas, Texas. He was Nigerian. He said, no, where are you from? I said, oh, Isuquato, Abia State. He was like, I was like, oh, see, I didn't know what you meant. There's so many hoops and obstacles.
You're Nigerian. Why do you have this, like, animosity towards Giannis to say that he can't be? Who cares where he's? Who cares? Giannis is, and this is another thing. Man, oh my God. Hold on. I'm gonna save it. I want to hear more. We are only 2 minutes in. Okay, we're only 2 minutes in.
Obstacles that we have to jump through in order to make Giannis the face. And I just think, if we're being honest, we're too lazy to jump through him. Let's just call him the Greek freak.
Wow, we're too lazy. Maybe you're too lazy. I actually care about the upbringing of upcoming stars. Maybe you're too lazy. Don't put all Americans in this one box like we're all just lazy and we don't care about anything. Maybe you just don't care and you're the face of the media.
We don't want to learn how to pronounce Antetokounmpo. We definitely don't want to learn how to pronounce Ugo Adetokounmpo. We don't want to do all that. Let's just call him the Greek freak.
That's funny? That's funny? You think that's funny?
So, because I think that we are intrinsically lazy and we don't necessarily...
We're intrinsically lazy. I can't even say that word. Maybe I'm lazy and I'm too lazy to learn the word.
Don't want to try to have to work extra hard
intrinsically.
About Giannis and all these other things. Unlike LeBron, we know a kid from Akron, relatable, right? Grew up single parent household, hooped through college. We followed him through college. Jordan, like I talked about, we know.
I had no relatability to LeBron James ever. He was a star in high school. He was a childhood star. I have no relatability to LeBron. Like, he was on magazine covers in high school, bro. Like, I was trying to get a girl's number in second period in high school. Like, I have no relatability and being turned down. I have no relatability to LeBron James whatsoever. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Know the story, but Giannis can't relate to Giannis. I can relate to Giannis. Nigerian parents, first generation, where he.
You don't have to just be from somewhere to relate to that person. Okay, some struggles are very universal. All right. I mean, one of my favorite movies of all time is Parasite. Phenomenal film. And the reason why it's so phenomenal is that almost everyone can relate to it. Some cultures just always intersect. Hierarchy always intersects. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like, we can watch foreign films, all kinds of foreign films, and relate to the characters, have empathy towards them. Like, what are you talking about? You're such an idiot, bro. You are such an idiot.
Born, he's first generation Greek, I'm first generation American. I can relate to Giannis, but we, the proverbial sports viewer of the National Basketball Association, can't relate to Giannis.
Just say Americans,
for that
bro.
Reason, no fault of his own. No fault of his own. Giannis being the face.
I think it is fault of his own. But I'm gonna answer the question first. No, he can't be the face of the NBA, and it's not because of his game. Because we can go into that conversation, and it's gonna be pretty.
He
simple.
said it
Giannis
too.
Is in the conversation of best player on this planet. He's not the best player on this planet, but if he wins his championship, certainly that bump is gonna have him even higher in that conversation. Kevin Durant's the best player on the planet to me right now. The face of the NBA is still LeBron James. He's sitting there with Kevin Durant a little bit, but more Steph Curry, middle America.
This is so stupid.
Guy next door kind of feeling, and then there's a baton that's trying to be handed because we see Steph Curry.
Hold on, I want to hear the other, because I was getting on to the other guy. Okay, I'm very intrigued by his take because it was very asinine. Yours is asinine too, but his was like on another level of stupidity.
They didn't say Lonzo here. They also didn't say Giannis. That's the problem with Giannis in this conversation. His Q rating, his X's and O's are not the problem. It's his Q rating. So you talking about
Explain that. I just now learned what Q rating is. I know I ain't the smartest person in the world, but I'm assuming that other people may also not know what a Q rating is.
Welcome to affluence, first of all. Thank you. I mean, you've already had me up, so I'm at an R rating, and you, what's the 14? You better know that.
Oh my gosh! I just want to see the idiot talk again. What do you have to say?
But you don't drink. I know. I just have
So you're wasting that effort right there. Give it to me.
I'll flip that backwards. I'm going to get that another day.
Damn,
now with that being said,
All right, here we go.
Luka could be the face either. Stop it. And it comes down to this, Sel.
Wait. I thought he was going to at least give me like 10 seconds before I have to say that's another dumb take. Luka can't be the face of the NBA? Why? Because he's not American? Is it because he's not American? Like, is that the only thing you got? Is that he's not American? Yes, he.
First reason you have to be a face is relatability. Tim Duncan.
Okay. Okay.
He was probably the best player in the league at least, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005.
Nah,
he had
Shaq.
MVP a couple times.
And he shared. You can't.
Okay, first off, when it comes to Tim Duncan, I'm a Spurs fan, all right? You know I'm a Spurs fan. That's in my name. Tim Duncan was on the Spurs, okay? He's on the San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs players never really get that that throne, to be the face of the NBA. It just doesn't happen. And one thing about Tim Duncan, I would say that Tim Duncan, with his upbringing and whatnot, he wasn't necessarily relatable, but he's a very quiet, to himself person. Like, he wouldn't want to be the face of the NBA. And even with that being said, even though he was like so dominant in his era, I mean, yeah, there was other legends too that was with him. He just mentioned Shaq, Kobe. I mean, I just talked about LeBron, Dirk, KG. So, I mean, he had other players coming up with him. Tracy, So, and he has a very conventional game, Mr. Fundamental. So, I don't know. I don't think he really cared about the face of the NBA, nor has any Spurs player ever been the face of the NBA. So, it's just a dumb take.
Let me interrupt you just there. Because there's so many things that overlap. Like right now, who's the best player on the planet? Probably KD. But who's the face?
Giannis is. And is this before the championship? I guess this is before the championship. I'm assuming, because I heard them say something. Aiming to be third current. Yeah. Okay. So yes. This is before the championship. But no. Giannis is the best player in the NBA.
Probably LeBron. So therefore, they start to rob from each other. In 2002, Shaq was still Shaq. Now Tim Duncan was.
And I don't like that. What's up with that language, bro? They used to rob from like they're robbing from each other. Like this player wants to be the face of the NBA so bad. You guys make them the face of the NBA. You're the media. You make it happen. I don't know if all these players really care about being the face of the NBA. Like, what are you talking about? Steph Curry, greatest shooter of all time, in my opinion. Okay, of course, people say Ray Allen, Reggie Miller. Of course they were great. But in my opinion, he's like one of the most fun players I've ever watched, ever. Okay, I could just watch Steph Curry shoot threes. I could watch a compilation of him shoot threes like for 24 hours. Okay, I could just literally just sit down and be fully embedded in his 3-point shooting. But at the end of the day, the media doesn't make him the face of the NBA. You choose it. You guys choose it. Steph Curry's fun. We know his family. We know his wife's name. We know his mom's name. We know his father's name. We know his father used to play in the NBA. We know his brother's name. We know all that. It's up to you guys. What are you talking about? This is so dumb.
Mr. Fundamental, but they're robbing from each other. When this conversation, who can Giannis rob to become the face of the NBA?
LeBron.
Who are you robbing? I don't think he cares.
And he ain't doing that. LeBron is leaps and bounds in front of him.
Is he not in the sense of this?
Where's his face?
Realistically speaking, if Giannis was American, we followed his game through high school.
Oh, he said it. He said it, guys. He said it. He said if he was American. He said it. He finally said it. He finally admitted what he was trying to say. He said if he was American. You were kind of bobbing and weaving this entire time around the fact that he's just not American. And you finally said it. Oh, it's because he's American. That you're putting all these other things, because look at him. He's about to count if he's not American, if he's not, I don't know, relatable. He mentioned that earlier. He's going to say all these other things. I guarantee you, I haven't seen this clip. I guarantee you that Giannis is going to fit in all of those boxes except American. Therefore, American is the only thing that really matters to you. That's basically it. Just the fact that he's not American. Something that he has no control over. The fact that he wasn't born in America, he can't be relatable to Americans. That is so dumb. I'm sorry. Americans have a very, very, very high appreciation for other cultures. I think most of us, a lot of us grew up watching, this is my nerd coming out, okay? But a lot of us grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, okay? Dragon Ball Z is Japanese media from Akira Toriyama. It's Japanese characters. But for some reason, we can find a way to relate to Goku or find a way to relate to Gohan and cry in crazy moments. Like, we find ways to relate to anything, even if it's not even real. So for you to say that we can't relate to this other human being just because he wasn't born in America is so stupid. So stupid.
Followed his game through college. Giannis would for sure take the baton. 2 MVPs before 26. About to be a finals champ, maybe if he closes out tonight, and a finals MVP before 26. Yeah. Incredible story from selling CDs as a youth to now dominating the NBA.
Then what's the problem? Just say he's not American. Just say it. That should have been the whole. Why is this 20 minutes long? Why is this 19 minutes long? Why didn't you just say he can't be because he wasn't born in Chicago?
What is keeping Giannis from? It's not that Giannis isn't likable in the media. Gives us great sound bites. I've airballed free throws. I've missed shots.
So he's fun. He's charismatic. He's relatable. He's just not American, which is so. First off, Giannis enjoys America. He likes the culture in America. He loves smoothies. He loves things about America, which smoothies are everywhere, so I don't know what he said. But he only had a smoothie when he came to America. He loves the American culture, okay? Why isn't he American? Why isn't Giannis American? He's an American citizen, right? Why isn't he American? Why? You're saying he's not American. Why is he not American? He can be American. If I moved to Canada and I got enthralled in the culture and I got my citizenship, my Canadian citizenship, would I not be Canadian? I wouldn't be Canadian. See, this is where it just goes down a rabbit hole of idiocracy. Okay, this is where it just gets so stupid because it doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? Like, all of this is dumb. Popeyes, why did you sponsor this? I just noticed the Popeyes thing. Why did they sponsor this idiotic video?
scared of anything. Just gave us one of the greatest sound bites in recent NBA memory, and a sound bite that we appreciated for. Not a Kawhi sound bite where we kind of made fun of him. A sound bite where we were all collectively like, wow, Giannis, like that was incredibly intellectual. The only thing stopping Giannis from being the face is the fact that he's not American. Like,
he did say it. Oh, well, there we go. So what did we learn today? We learned that you can't be the face of the NBA depending on where you grew up at or where you were born. That's all that matters. Okay, that's all that matters. You can't. No one can relate to you if your skin is different. If you have a different culture, if you're from a different place, we can't relate to you. All right. So anybody that's Canadian that comes to America, no matter what your struggles were before, we can't relate to you. Mexico, any Mexicans that come to America, we can't relate to you because you're Mexican. If you're Japanese, Chinese, any other nationality, if you come to America, we can't relate to you. There's nothing you can say to help us relate to you. Nothing. Like I said, one of my favorite movies is Parasite. And the reason why Parasite is such a great film, and I've said this many times before, is because it has a universal factor to it. Everyone can relate to hierarchy. Okay? And the thing about it is, I can watch that movie and completely relate to the characters. And I'm not from Korea. So this whole notion that you can't relate to someone based on where they're from is so idiotic, is so dumb, and it's borderline racist. I'm sorry, I just have to say that. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. This video was ridiculous. There's no way. How much longer? Yeah, there's no way I'm going 10 more minutes into this. Yeah, if you guys could get like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Become a patron. Hey, become a patron, okay? All right. Just like Giannis' upbringing, I'm broke too. All right. So become a patron. Links below. It's only $2 a month. It's just to support the channel if you want to support the channel. YouTube be on that BS. But I'll get with you guys later. Till next time. Deuces, y'all. Not relatable. So stupid.